Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome back to the Random Thoughts Podcast. I am your host, Cameron, also known as TheGamingLion. Today, this is Ep.2 of the Random Thoughts Podcast. Today, we are going to be talking about something a little. Huh? Yo, what is good, guys? Welcome back to the Random Thoughts Podcast. I am your host, Cameron, other known as the Gaming Lion. Welcome back. We are on episode 2, and today we're going to be talking about Madden 24. EA just released the cover athlete of Madden 24 today. The cover athlete is Josh Allen, and I want to touch base on the cover athlete and the game itself and what my predictions are and what my expectations are and what I think is going to happen. So to start out, I want to talk about the cover athlete and Josh Allen. Now, Josh Allen, I believe, is a very deserving player for Madden 24 cover athlete. Um, a part of me thought they were going to go Jalen Hurts. I didn't think they were going to put Patrick Mahomes on there. I mean, he's already been on there like 2, 3 times already. So I didn't think they were going to put him on there. So I had a feeling it was going to be Jalen Hurts. I didn't really think about Josh Allen. I did say that he was deserving of it before they announced it, obviously. But I really thought they were going to go Jalen Hurts. But in conclusion, I think Josh Allen deserves this cover athlete. I think he's a really good quarterback, really good football player, and I think he deserves it. And I believe that um, I believe Madden 24 is gonna actually be pretty decent. I know a lot of the Madden games have been about the same recently, and so I think this one might be different. I know a lot of people have been complaining about the uh, the recent Maddens and how they've all been kind of similar from Madden 17 all the way up to Madden 23. If it's all been like a little bit different, like updates to it, but they've all basically stayed the same gameplay, same concept. Um, I know for a fact that Madden 24 is bringing, um, they're bringing new animations to the game. So there's going to be different animations, different catch animations, different throw animations, different pretty much all everything animations. Um, so that's going to be pretty cool to see, and I believe that Madden 24 is actually going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a little bit different. I think they're going to change up some stuff for Ultimate Team They're going to change up some stuff for franchise mode. And I'm not sure if they're bringing back Face of the Franchise or not. Um, excuse me. I'm not sure if they're bringing back Face of the Franchise or not. Um, I wouldn't mind it if they brought it back, but I also wouldn't care if they didn't. I didn't really play it. I know a lot of people play it for the gameplay and stuff like that, but I didn't really, I didn't really bother with it. Um, so those are my predictions. My expectations for Madden 24 is I expect us to have a better Madden than most in the recent years because they've been pretty much the same. I expect Madden 24 to be very different. I expect Madden 24 to um, I expect it to be in a certain case where people don't complain about it as much. Now, what I think is going to happen is I think people are still going to find something to complain about. And I feel like that's just because that's how people are with video games. They're never happy with anything. There's always something to complain about with video games. Um, and I in my opinion, I believe that you shouldn't have to. There shouldn't be a reason for you to complain about every little small thing in a video game. I mean, let's think about it. Madden's literally just football. You know what I mean? It, I get it. Sometimes Madden rating developers don't do their job well, and it gets people upset, and everybody gets all mean and blah blah. So I get it. I do. But in my opinion, I think people need to chill out and realize that there's gonna be problems in the development, and I think people need to just let the game play out. I mean, it's obviously not going to be good for like the first few weeks, maybe a month, because it's going to be glitchy, especially if you're trying to do Ultimate Team, especially if you're trying to do MUT squads or whatever the case may be. It's going to be glitchy. It's going to be laggy. The game literally just came out. Now, if you want my personal opinion, I'd say don't get the deluxe edition. Yeah, I understand the deluxe edition comes with some accessories and stuff like that, in-game stuff. But if you want to stay on the cheaper route, just just get the regular edition. There's no point of getting the deluxe edition if you're not gonna grind Ultimate Team, if you're not gonna, grind the yard or something. I just don't even buy a deluxe edition. Um, if you're not gonna grind all that stuff, just buy the regular version. That's what I'm gonna do. Um, Now the covers. I personally think the regular version cover is looks cooler than the deluxe edition. Um, I think the regular edition is a little bit. It's cooler because it's like it's a close up on Josh Allen doing this, and you can see like what looks like snow particles coming down. That's cool to me. And I think with the deluxe edition, I see where they were going. They were trying to get the Bills Mafia fans involved with it, and I understand that. I do. And I think what they should do is, if Madden 24 are going, if they're going to make a legendary version, a legend version, I think the legend that should be on the legend version should be, hmm, I think the person that should be on the legend version should be, oh my god. Oh, what is his name? Why am I blanking? Um, I feel like the legend cover athlete, if they do make a legend version, should be Ed Reed. Ed Reed. That's what I wanted. I don't think I've ever seen Ed Reed on a cover of Madden unless he was on one of the older ones that I didn't see. So I think he should be on a legend cover. If not Ed Reed, I think they should pay homage to um, Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor should definitely have a legend cover appearance. Um, you talk about one of the best safeties in the NFL, and just had a tragic loss of his life, and it's just rough, you know. Um, he would have had a really, really, really good career, a really good career. Um, I mean, he's already considered one of the best safeties, and he only played in the league for like, I think not even 5 years. I think he only played in the league for like 3 or 4. So I'd say this: he definitely would have became one of the best safeties, if not the best safety. Um, Definitely one of the most hard hitting safeties for sure. Um, Redskins legend. Or sorry, the Commanders legend. I still don't understand the whole Commanders thing. It's just stupid. They should have just kept the Redskins. Um, but yeah, so that's who I think should be on the legend cover if they make a legend cover for Madden 24. Um, Staying on the football subject, I want to know your guys' opinions on a couple things that are going on in the NFL world right now. First off, being, where do we think DeAndre Hopkins is going? Because in my opinion, I think DeAndre Hopkins is going to go to the Bills. I think he's going to the Bills. And I think this because I believe in a old interview or something like that with DeAndre Hopkins, he said he wanted to play with Stephon Diggs. Like, it would be a dream for him to play with Stephon Diggs. So I believe he's going to go to the Bills. Now, me personally, I'm a New York Giants fan. I would love for him to come to the Giants, but apparently we are not pursuing DeAndre Hopkins, so that would not really work for us because, well, we're not even pursuing him. A lot of people said he was going to go to the Cowboys. I don't see it. I can't. It's just not gonna work. Um, yeah, I get it. Jerry Jones, Mr. Moneybags. He, they they're not gonna get him. Um, I do believe the Bills will pick him up though. I think the Bills are gonna get get DeAndre Hopkins, and then they're gonna have like one of the best duo. They're gonna have like one of the best duo receiver core in the league. Hell, even trio, because you can't forget about Gabe Davis. You know what I mean? Um, Personally, I think if the Bills do get DeAndre Hopkins, I think the Bills can go 13-4 this season. 13-4. If they get DeAndre Hopkins, the Bills are on 13-4. But if they don't, 11-6. 11-6. You can argue with me if you want. I don't care. 11-6. That's if they do not get DeAndre Hopkins. But if they do, then I'll say 13-4. But 11-6 if they don't. Now, do I think the Bills will make it back to the AFC Championship? Yes. And who do I think they're going to face? The Chiefs. Now, getting off the Bills train, because I'm not a Bills fan, let's talk about my Giants. After 6 years, we finally had a winning season that got us to the playoffs and even got us to win one of those playoff games. We went 9-7-1 last year. Should have been 10-7, but we went 9-7-1. Beat the Vikings in the wild card game, and then lost to the Eagles in the divisional round. We got absolutely smashed. Now, my predictions for my Giants, and this is non-biased at all. My predictions for my Giants this year, looking at our schedule, is either 10-7 or 11-6. 10-7 or 11-6, and that only depends on how the Jets play with Aaron Rodgers. If the Jets don't do very good with Aaron Rodgers, then 11-6. But if they do start doing good with Aaron Rodgers, then 10-7. So it really only depends on like how the Jets play this year. A part of me doesn't feel like Aaron Rodgers is really going to do anything different for the Jets. I don't. I think the Jets are going to be about the same. They might win like 2-3 more games than they did last year. But I don't. Yeah, I think it's a 38-year-old Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get it. He can still sling the ball, but I just don't see him winning. I don't see the Jets winning it all. You know, everyone's like, "Oh, the Jets are gonna win it all. They have Aaron Rodgers. He's gonna come save everybody." I don't believe that. I don't. I can't believe it. I can't. Because we've seen the story before. I mean, we've seen the story before where it was, oh, okay, this guy's coming to this team. They're gonna save him. And it never works that way. You know what I mean? Like, it never works that way. I mean, we've seen the story before. And just like Jameis Winston. You know, Jameis Winston going to the Saints. Oh, you know, he's gonna save us. You know, we're going to the promised land. And look what happened. I'm not comparing Aaron Rodgers to Jameis Winston, so don't start an argument with that. I'm not comparing them two together. I'm just saying we've seen the story before. Aaron Rodgers is old. He's getting ready to retire. He might have like 2 years left in him, and then he's done. He's done. He's not gonna be able to play football no more after this. So I'll say this. I think personally, the Jets are gonna go 9-8 this year. 9-8 or 10-7. Again, it depends on how they play, but 10-7 at best. They're not going to get more than 10 wins. The Patriots aren't even winning more than 7. They're gonna suck. The Dolphins, they're gonna win maybe 8 or 9, but that's it. So there, I just predicted the whole AFC East. Bills 11-6 without DeAndre Hopkins. If they get DeAndre Hopkins, 13-4. Jets, depending on how they play, 9-8 or 10-7. Dolphins 8-9. Patriots 7-10. Now, let's predict the AFC North of the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens and the Browns and the Bengals. I personally think the Steelers are actually going to do pretty good this year. Steelers are going to go 10-7. 10-7. Ravens are going to go 10-7. Bengals are going to go 11-6. Browns are going to go 7-10. That division is going to be tight. But I personally believe the Steelers can pull it out and make the 7th seed at least. Now, I believe that who's going to make it to the Super Bowl out of the AFC is going to be the Bills. It's the Bills' year. It's the Bills' year. Yeah, I get the whole Madden curse thing, blah, blah. They put Josh Allen in the cover. Now the Bills are going to do terrible. They're not even going to win 5 games or whatever. I see how the Madden curse has affected teams in the past, but I'm not sure if that's going to be the same reason this year. But that's just my thoughts. But moving on to the NFC East, which is my team's division. We'll start with the Eagles. Eagles are going 10-7. Maybe 11-6. But I personally think they're going 10-7. The Cowboys, 10-7. The Giants, 10-7. And the Commanders, 8-9. Those are my predictions. And again, I think the Giants are going to make the 7th seed. We're probably going to have to face the 49ers first game, because I think the 49ers are going to go 13-4. Then again, the 49ers are a tricky team this year because it's hard to tell if they're going to be good or if they're going to be bad. It all depends on who plays quarterback. Because I don't think Brock Purdy, if he comes back, I don't think he's going to be the same. Trey Lance, he showed some athletic ability, but his accuracy is still a little off. But I still think that the 49ers will win at least 10 games. At least 10 games. But if I had to predict the Super Bowl this year, I'd say the Super Bowl is going to be the Bills and the 49ers. Bills and 49ers. That's my prediction for the Super Bowl. You can hate it. Hate it all you want. Just don't come at me about it. You can hate it all you want. I actually wouldn't mind. I would like to hear your guys' Super Bowl predictions and see if I agree with them. Um, yeah, I'm curious about that. I'm curious about that. So if you see this video, drop a comment below, and I want to know your guys' Super Bowl predictions because I feel like that would be really cool. I would love to know your guys' Super Bowl predictions. So, um, yeah. Now, who do I have winning the Super Bowl? I can't make that decision yet. I just have those teams as my prediction as who's going to be in the Super Bowl. I can't give a score prediction of who's going to win yet. We'll come back to that whenever the season starts and we see the teams play. Whew, excuse my yawning. It's been a long day at work, but I figured I'd record the second episode of the podcast for you guys before I went to bed. Um, Trying to see if there's anything else we can talk about before I end this episode of the podcast. Hmm. I'm not sure. Pretty sure we covered everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we covered everything. Um, oh, another thing. Let me know your guys' predictions for Madden 24 and what your expectations are and what you think you're not gonna like about it. Um, I would like to see those comments as well. Uh, Also, let me know any ideas you guys have for future episodes of the Random Thoughts podcast. I would love to do any suggestions that you guys have and talk about it. You know what I mean? I mean, this is a Random Thoughts podcast for a reason, you know? We just pick a subject and we talk about it. Pick a subject, talk about that episode, and pick a different one from the next one. You know what I mean? So if you guys have any suggestions personally, then don't be shy to put a comment in and let me know a suggestion. Uh, doesn't matter if it's video game related, you know, just life related, sports related, whatever. You know what I mean? Um, we'll talk about it, and we'll have a conversation about it. So, um, yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode of the podcast, guys. I hope you enjoy it. And again, just let me know your thoughts about anything in this episode. Let me know your expectations, your predictions for Madden 24. Let me know what your thoughts are about the covers of Madden 24, and let me know your guys' Super Bowl predictions for this year, um, or anything that you guys just want to let me know about from this episode. Also, give suggestions about different random ideas that we can do for future episodes. Again, I'm willing and opening to anything that's obviously appropriate to YouTube. That way, I don't um, get a strike. So just put a suggestion in there, and I'll let you know if it's appropriate for YouTube. And if it is, then I'll more than likely do it. Again, guys, this is a Random Thoughts podcast. It's supposed to be, we take a random subject and we just talk about that episode. So if you guys have any suggestions, just please do not be shy to let me know. And as long as it's YouTube appropriate, I will more than likely do it for you guys. And I'll even shout out the person that puts the suggestion in. But other than that, I think that is going to do it for this episode. I think in future episodes I'm gonna try to find like maybe two or three different like subjects to talk about in an episode. That way they're a little bit longer episodes. I want to try to make podcast episodes at least 45 minutes long. I know the first episode was only like 15 minutes, maybe not even. And this episode's probably not going to make it to 45. But going forward, I do want to make sure I try to get at least 40-minute episodes of podcasts to you guys. So maybe even suggest two different subjects. That way we can split them in half. Do 20 minutes on one subject, 20 minutes on the other. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's all I have for today, guys. Again, I hope you guys like it. Hope you guys like it. I hope you guys like the subject that I picked for today. Again, let me know your thoughts on anything and everything that you seen and heard today. And if you have suggestions personally, go ahead and let me know, and I will look into them. And if you have any suggestions of ideas that we should do on the podcast, also let me know. And if I pick that subject, I will shout you out and pin your comment. So that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on my socials. They will be pinned in the subscription down below. And yeah, just make sure you like, subscribe, follow me on my socials if you want. And I will see you guys in the next video I make. Stay safe. Have fun. Be careful. Love y'all. Peace.